Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dejahkerr. If you are new, hi, hello, welcome to my corner of YouTube universe. I hope you enjoyed this video. If and when you do, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my binge watchers. One of fun. Subscribe, like join the family. Guys, we reach over 300 subscribers, like. So everybody that is subscribed to my channel, thank you guys so much. To the new ones, today's video is all about things that I knew before I started my channel and things that I wish I knew before I started my channel. These are like basic things that you should know before you start a YouTube channel, and I'm here to help everybody because guess what, it's 2020, girl. If you want to start your channel, start that shit. Even my mails included, because I know I got mails over here based on my analytics. I got more genders, baby. So thank you guys so much. Let's get this video started. Okay, so the first thing I want to jump in is the first reason that I wrote down, because it is the core. Even though it may sound redundant, it's the core one. And the first one is the reason for starting a YouTube channel. Is it because you hear some money over here? You like watching YouTube, your friends are doing it? Like, be honest with yourself. What is the real reason why you're starting a YouTube channel? And just a little disclaimer, if you start this thing because of the money, 9 times out of 10 you're going to give up before you even reach that goal to even start making money. Because if you are starting from scratch like me, that didn't have a fan base, if you could call it, or I didn't have people that, you know, a lot of followers on Instagram and stuff like that, you have to grind and you have to have really great friends. Okay, big up all of my friends and everybody will ever share my videos or repost them or whatever the case may be. That is what helped me a lot to get where I am. It has only been like 3-4 months. I think I'm coming up on 4 months, but still, like, to reach 300 subscribers, like, you have to grind, you have to work. And sometimes you may not be in the mood to record. Sometimes even the biggest idea that come to mind, your audience may not gravitate towards it. So if you're really doing this for money, you may get frustrated. So you have to do this because you have a passion for it. Because if you don't have a passion for it, you may give up. I'm telling you from now, the honest truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you guys as it is, because a lot of times you get discouraged, and the split second that you allow your audience to forget about you, a week or two that ago, you have to start all over again. Because that's exactly what happened to me. I had to start over, like getting back people towards my channel, because I took a break for exams and it was like, oh my gosh, do I really have to start over? And it's fine because I love what I do. I enjoy watching YouTube. I enjoy putting on content. I enjoy, like, the reaction that I get from people. I genuinely enjoy it. So as I said, be honest with yourself. What's the reason why you're doing YouTube? Is it because your friends doing it? Because a lot of person, I'm not going to lie, a lot of person go jump into it because your friends are in it. Especially if you are friends with, you know, popular people. You want to jump on their bandwagon. But let me tell you, not everything is for you. So even if you don't have a passion for it now, develop a passion for it. Because you see, YouTube, you see that whole company there, them coming strong, because they realize that it's becoming so saturated. They're coming strong. They're making sure that, listen, the only way you're going to make it on this platform is if you have a passion for it and the drive. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing I want to dive into is, when you're starting a YouTube channel, is to decide on your niche. So basically, your niche is your target audience. You know, who is it that you're going for? Are you going towards kids with cartoon and animation and slime making? Are you going towards games? You're going towards makeup? You're going towards pranks, challenges? What is it that you're going towards? Decide on it. My advice is to decide on 3. And how you decide on these 3, the 3 main ones that you enjoy watching, the 3 main ones that you have no problem sitting down watching an entire video on, because that's the most the one that you more likely be able to contribute the most to. So you decide on at least those 3, and then you can eliminate, or you can allow your audience to eliminate, in that you can just put out videos on those 3 different areas and see the ones on a consistent basis, not just one time, because you know, you have to start somewhere. But consistently put out content on those 3 areas and see what your audience decide on, and you will realize this based on your analytics for YouTube, which I will get into later on, baby dear. I'll make sure you guys understand everything that I've learned over these 3-4 months, okay? Not to worry. So yes, decide on your niche, because that tells the type of persons who whether they should subscribe to you or not. Because you, more than likely, kids won't subscribe to you if you're doing stuff that they don't understand. Makeup artists, if you're doing makeup, more than likely males won't subscribe to you. You get what I'm saying? You need to point out who you are attracting. That's the second thing. So the third thing is, I want you guys to come up with a name. When I say come up with a name, don't come up with no ridiculous name. So because this name that you're coming up with, it will stick with you. Make sure that it's a name that you see yourself going for it in the long run. It's not something you can switch up or you can change couple weeks after. You have to make sure that this name that I'm going with, I'm going to stick to it, and it's a name that is not corny or I'll get tired of. It's when you decide on that name, I need for you guys to go on YouTube. I need for you to type in that name and see if somebody else already have that name. Because if somebody else have that name, it makes no sense. Go back to the drawing board, come up back with a new name. Do not go pick a name that somebody else have and then your excuse is you did not know. It is your duty to know. Cool? Make sure you pick a name, and a name that goes with your content. The advice that I will give you is to go with your name. Go with your name. More than likely, you're not going to want to change your name. Your original, your birth name, your government. I'll say government, or you can twist up your government life with, for example, day. I chose Dejahkerr because it's a mixture between my first name and my last name, and I thought that would be unique. So that's why I went with Dejahkerr. So that is the third thing. Remember, do not go with a name that somebody else have. Not because it's a popular name and you want to sponge off their audience. Do not do it. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Set your goals and start from scratch and build you as a person. Do not go with somebody else's name. You see this thing on Instagram where you have many accounts with the same name? Don't do it. That's not how it works on YouTube. It won't work. It won't work. It won't work. So the fourth thing I want to talk about is to set up your channel. When you're setting up your channel, you're going to need a channel art. My issue when I first setting up my YouTube, I used my government, which is dejahkerr, right? I used my government on my channel banner, and I set up a whole channel art and stuff like that. But then while I was getting closer, because I set deadlines for myself, because that helps me to push more. It keeps me on my toe. So while I'm approaching my deadline that I made, which was March 26th, I think it was March 26th was my deadline to put out my first video. It was approaching. I changed the name to Dejahkerr, so I didn't have time to do that. So I just did throw away that channel art, and just put Dejahkerr in pink and black. That was it for the 3 months. That was it. And the website that I used was Snapper. They only allow you like 3 chances, and I already ran through my 3 chances with that, so I couldn't change it for a whole month, and then I just got lazy. I was just focusing on everything else. So when you're going to make your channel art, make sure that you are convinced on the name, you're convinced on the images they want to use, and in that channel art, I want you guys to include, whether you post videos weekly, include your social media platforms like your Instagram, your Twitter, and stuff like that. Include those because persons can reach you on those, and to give them a sense of what your channel is about. You get me? If it's about makeups, make sure you have a picture with your face close up showing your makeup. If it's about clothes, make sure you got some cute ass clothes in the pictures. Use your images. Don't go on Google and steal nobody's images. It's your channel. Okay? Yes. So use your images. And then I want for you guys to go in the about section. I want you guys to give your subscribers, your intended subscribers, a little synopsis about yourself and what your channel is about. Okay, make sure that you're filling that section, because especially for if somebody wants to reach out to you to collab with you or something like that, that is very important. And in that section, I want you guys to include your email address. Make a separate email address so that you don't lose opportunity, because if somebody messages you to collab or to do something, you might lose it or oversee it if it's in your general email, make a separate email for your YouTube. We got that? We got that. You don't subscribe yet? You thumbs up the video yet? Huh? Anyways, let's continue. I'm watching now. Yeah. So yeah, make sure you have those simple stuff, and as soon as you see with your YouTube channel, it's a consistent thing. Just like how you consistently upgrade your Instagram and sometimes you just wipe old pictures, it's the same thing with your YouTube. Constantly upgrade it, as constantly, spruce it up. Never leave your channel to just be willy-nilly, because that's what it's like. A book cover, just like how your thumbnail is like a book cover, your channel is a book cover. It tells people what it is about and should they subscribe to you. Make sure it's attractive, make sure it catches their eyes, make sure everything that you leave no stone unturned. Any question that you may think of that your subscribers may have, make sure that you answer it in your about. You don't need no epistle. Keep it short, my dear. Keep it. Ain't nobody gonna read that. Okay? Everything that you need to mention, just mention it in one sentence at a time. Keep it short, keep it cute. Okay? That's the next thing I want you guys to do. So, and then select a picture, an appropriate picture that you won't change 2 weeks. It's not Instagram. Stick with a picture, because say for example somebody wants to recommend your channel and they say, oh, I'm typing that, she have a picture of that. If they don't see that, then they may subscribe to somebody else's channel. You get what I'm saying? Like, choose a picture, an appropriate picture. I'm not saying it has to be a passport picture. No, you can, but make sure it's appropriate. Cause you don't know what appropriate means. This is not a fan page or something like that. Okay? YouTube is serious. Especially if you're serious about it, make sure that you do everything that you're supposed to do. Cool. So you have your channel art, you set up your about, your name, which we have already established is there, and you also have a picture. Okay, so when you have done all of that, okay, you've done all of that, the next thing that I want for you guys is to start downloading apps to help you edit. If you're going to use your phone, you're going to use your phone. Ain't no problem. There's no problem if you have to use your phone, because exactly, to be honest, I'm here recording on a iPhone 6, A6 flat, no S, no cube, no, it's a 6. So ain't no shame in the game. Start where you can and work your way up. I started with a lamp, baby, a lamp, okay, and just use what you have. Don't go, if you have the money you can go buy a $500 US camera, your tripod, and your ring lights, and all your mic, and your soundproof, noise cancellation, all that you can go for it. I ain't stopping you. But if you don't have the money to do that, use your phone. An Android can use to record, your iPhone can use to be recorded. Like, use what you have. Make sure that you have space on your iPhone, because you don't want in the middle of you recording, you run out of space and the video all delete, because chances it may delete. You don't want that. Make sure that your lenses are clean. Basic stuff. Make sure you have space, make sure your lens is clean, make sure that the phone is sideways and not vertical. You get what I'm saying? Those basic things. And downloading apps. When I say download apps, I mean, like, if you have an iPhone, you can use iMovie, you can use InShot if you have Android. These are things you must download the YouTube Studio. If you're going to edit on your phone, you will need your YouTube Studio to put in your tags. You will need your YouTube Studio to track your analytics. You will need your YouTube Studio to put your thumbnail, to adjust your names, anything like that. You will need your YouTube Studio. It's one of the most important apps. Make sure you download the YouTube Studio. Okay? Cool. Any apps that you need to do your thumbnails and stuff like that, download all of those. Make sure you have space. Clean up your phone. Unnecessary things, get rid of them. Make sure you download everything that you need. Cool. So after you do all of that and you have all of that, next thing I'm gonna need you guys to do, the most important one, and so this is where I'm gonna end it, is to record. And it's gonna take some time for you to be comfortable around the camera, because really and truly it's like you're talking to yourself. It's really like that. So you just have to be comfortable with, you know, having a conversation with yourself. If you're like me that used to have a lot of conversations with the mirror, it may come easy. But if you're not that type of person, you know, it may take some adjusting. But once you get used to it, girl, you can have a whole conversation, a whole 20 minutes talking to yourself, and it's no problem. Because right now my cousin is there. She's looking at me like I'm crazy, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So you just record. It may not be the best video, but post it. It's the best that you can do. Post it. The most important step after you do all of that preparation that you have made makes no sense if you don't post. Stop making excuses. I've been running from this for 4 years. 4 years I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Never mind. Next year. Post a video. It may not be the best. It won't be the best. I'm telling you from now. It won't be the best. You will look back at it like months down and be like, damn, cringe. But post it, because you will get feedbacks on what you can improve on, and you will grow in yourself. Like you will say, okay, I think I can do this. I can. So, you know, like post it. These are the tips that I have for you guys before, you know, starting a YouTube channel. If you want me to do a next video on, you know, things that while you're doing YouTube, like stuff that you should know, definitely give this video a thumbs up. You know, make this video go to at least, I think you guys can go to 50 likes. You guys can do that? Do that for me. At least 50 likes, and I will definitely do a part 2, like, okay, when you start YouTube, what it's like, you know, giving you guys examples and screen recording and show you guys how I do everything. Like, definitely tell me if you guys want me to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you reached the end, thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and I hope this video was helpful to somebody. Or if it's not helpful to you, pass it on to your friend or who you think, you know, is considering starting on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe. May I watch it all? Bye guys.